is Tagliani. Then comes Ryan Hunter-Reay, TK. Rafael Matos running in 5th position on board with Tony Kanaan.
Look at the suspension move on that right front. It just gives you an idea of all the bumps and undulations that are there in that pit straightaway.
Now, of course, he's following Ryan Hunter-Reay. We just heard from Marco Andretti talk about now I've got a pull for Andretti Autosport. Well, making your debut, Ryan Hunter-Reay is leading, at least at the moment, ahead of Tony Kanaan, which is known as being essentially the team leader. So fantastic debut for Ryan Hunter-Reay in this race in the IZOD car.
And Hunter-Reay, it looks as though when we just watch a little bit of his shots, he's got really good entry speed, the way he's rolling into the corner. So he really comes up on the back of Alex Tagliani, under braking and rolling into those corners. So he's going to keep trying to fill his mirrors to get by him.
Justin Wilson has dropped back to 16th position. He pitted during the caution, trying to work his way back up. There he is in the Z-Line car. He brought the Z-Line sponsorship with him to Brian Reinbold Racing, or it came as a separate entity. But that's the same sponsor he had last year with Dale Coyne Racing. There is Tony Kanaan running 4th, about 2 1/3 seconds behind the leader, Franchitti.
And we really don't know why Wilson had a pit. We thought he was through that start there, and I think Jack has some more for us. Jack, what can you tell us?
Jack is a long way away. There's Danica Patrick running back in 10th position. She's about 9 1/3 seconds behind, and right behind her is the Dad's Root Beer car being driven by Mike Conway,
who we knew was showing some speed earlier and had made it into that top 12, but unfortunately he brought out a full course yellow, and they say, sorry, we're going to take those 2 fastest laps away.
All right, we'll try it with Jack once again. What's the story on Justin Wilson, Jack?
You know, it's a good thing that we have Verizon as an IndyCar sponsor. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I wanted to tell you about Justin Wilson. Remember, we talked about it yesterday. We said it, over 6 foot tall. He bangs his knees all the time. Well, I had breakfast with Justin this morning, and he said, it's amazing, Jack. My knees are bruised, but he showed me his elbows. And he said, the long back straightaway is so long and so bumpy. He said, my elbows look worse than my knees. How about that? He's getting banged around like he's playing under the boards in the NBA.
And we saw a classic pass into turn number 11 in the braking zone as Scott Dixon weaves his way through the field.
And that was Simona De Silvestro, who's had really a great weekend. She's been quick in a lot of the sessions and has been doing a great job as a debut.
Very impressive. Scott Dixon 13th, and Simona De Silvestro is running in 14th position. Scott Dixon got the position at the end of the long back straightaway, headed into turn number 11. Back with more on IndyCar Nonstop on Versus.
Welcome to Brazil. Food and wine. Furniture. Jewelry. Technology. Biofuels.
I'm Tony Kanaan. Experience the energy of my Brazil.
What? Giant peanut with sea salt. Dude, you're freaking me out.
Now, try Planters almonds with sea salt and olive oil.
Take me out to the Brickyard. Take me out with the crowds. Buy me some earplugs and a checkered cap. I don't care if we ever get back. Take me out to the Brickyard. Take me out where it's loud. This place has a history that stirs the soul. 100-year drama that never gets old. Let me root, root, root over the engine's roar. Let me cheer every driver and car for its 300, 400, 500 miles around the old Brickyard.
Feel the excitement? That's peak performance. And it's electric.
Look out. Be sure everybody's safe with the new Peak backup camera system. With the Peak Jump Starter, you don't need another car to jump your dead battery, so there's no waiting. And the fun never stops with the Peak Power Inverter. It instantly converts your car's battery power to household power. Great as a mobile office or for tailgating.
Inside, outside, all around your car. When you peak, you win.
Big problem at the start of the race, but we are green right now. Dario Franchitti leads Alex Tagliani, Ryan Hunter-Reay, Tony Kanaan, and Rafael Matos. So we have 2 Brazilians in the top 5. And Dario, going back to last year, has led 5 consecutive races. He has led 3 of the 7 road and street races last year, and he won all 3 that he led. But Tagliani is not letting him get very far ahead.
Dario has just an incredible ability to just take it up 1 notch to lay that lap down he needs in qualifying. You know, just to go a little bit beyond, as well as his teammate Scott Dixon. Both those guys really know how to dig deep to get that extra little bit when they need it.
5th and 6th go by. Here is the 7th place car of Muto. Then we have Danica and Mike Conway and others involved in great battles. Ryan Briscoe is another driver who is moving up through the field after an early pit stop.
And that was Briscoe sneaking by the inside of EJ Vizo, and then Dixon wanted to take advantage of that too, but now he's still stuck behind it, but he's going to be just pushing all over the back of that number 8 KV car. Yeah,
Dixon is right behind the car of EJ Vizo, which is the only KV Racing Technology car left in the race of the 3 that started. Here is a replay of Elio Castroneves a few laps ago. That's Di Silvestro ahead of her. And the front wing on the right side is askew.
Yeah, that's just that one splitter that it's not the outside end plate of it. It's just a splitter that is on kind of the second element of that front wing.
He has been able to get by Simona, so he moves up to 16th position, Elio Castroneves. Jack?
This is the first time in as long as I can remember, in fact, in all of the IZOD IndyCar history that Elio Castroneves has driven in, that he's working without his former chief mechanic and outside front tire changer, Rick Reineman. Reineman, approaching the age of 60, has been replaced by Sean Hanrahan. And I talked to Tim Cindric about it, and he said Rick was not at all happy about the decision to, this year, leave him back in the shops in Charlotte, North Carolina, and work on developing new ideas and new approaches to the IndyCar competition on pit road. So a shout out to Rick Reineman, who for the first time and as long as I've covered IndyCar racing is not here at a race.
And he was one of those guys that I always look to that in terms of just a crew chief and leading the charges, he was always as quick as anybody in changing that right front. I mean, he just set the standard of professionalism and just doing it right consistently.
Watching Ryan Hunter-Reay try to get 2nd spot from Alex Tagliani. Good battle for 2nd position there as Tony Kanaan looks on.
But you really have to be able to put Tagliani in perspective here, that you have leading is a Chip Ganassi target machine. And you got 2 Andretti Autosports. These are huge established teams that have all the data. You're looking at a car for Tagliani running in 2nd place that just got put together, that was built around Alex Tagliani. So yes, you can buy one of these cars And essentially, if you get, they have some great experienced people, but he's running right up there with them.
And just as we say that, that's Ryan Hunter-Reay tucked into the inside as they're going towards 11.
Oh, they bang wheels, it looked like.
Wow, looks like Tagliani's got some great straight line speed. He had to tuck back in. He pulled out, and there was